I just want to give y'all some context as to why I think the way I do, and in hopes that you make better decisions once you're older. But it's just my thought that I don't think anyone should be dating when they're broke. Dating, sexual relationships, being in serious relationships, even married. I know there's this saying that being married is for broke people, and to an extent, I understand that, but I know there's anomalies out there, so I know that doesn't apply to all. But this channel I made is primarily for guys, and I do believe that if you know you're not where you are, where you want to be in life, bro, you shouldn't be dating anyone. You shouldn't be giving your body to anyone. You shouldn't be giving your resources to anyone. And most importantly, you shouldn't be giving your time to anyone. Your time is like the most, your time is the most important thing in this world. Over people, over family. I'm going to just leave it at that. I'm going to leave it there baseline. When you're giving your time to people, you're giving something you can't get back. If you waste your money on someone, you can get that back. You know, you cannot get your time back. And I know plenty of people, especially being in the military, like, I feel like more people in the military endure heartbreaks because you're going for long periods of time. So you actually get to test how real and solid your relationship is when you're going for longer durations of time, because it's just you on one end of the world and it's your partner on the other end of the world. If you have children, it's your partner and their children. So it really tests how strong of a bond y'all actually have as a couple. So when you're giving your time to people, you're giving them a part of you you will never ever be able to get back. And it's a lot of guys I do know that waste an enormous, large fractions of their life on women who don't bring them any value, and they're just leechers. Leechers as in they're extracting from the resources. They aren't help building. They aren't helping you make more money. They aren't really, not saying that you should be going to a woman to purposely have her teach you something, but you should always be learning something from each relationship or each person you deal with. And if you're with somebody for a prolonged period of time and they aren't teaching you anything, you know, they're extracting from your time, they're knocking you off your pivot, they're trying to get you off your routine, they're trying to stop you from doing the things you were doing that attracted them to you. When you waste your time with people like this, it's kind of like, it's literally a waste of time. I don't really know how else to put it. I'm a pretty nonchalant guy. Uh, I say things straightforward, but it's kind of hard to beat around the bush and just tell you what it is. Like, a lot of these women, honestly, are like wasted times. And like, I think the roles are kind of misunderstood in regards of what it comes to the leadership roles a male should have and the leadership roles the female should have. I think more females are trying to have male roles, and more males are becoming more feminized, basically being the simps and the disrespected and really the females in the relationship. We live in a time where females are becoming males and males are becoming females. You're starting to see more guys. I seen a video on Facebook that my friend shared to me, and it was a guy, a teenage high schooler guy, like man, who went to prom in a dress, in a purple dress with long nails, lash extensions, full face, all that. And the reason why the video went so viral is because the parents, which we all know, when a guy is raised like that, he's raised around a bunch of women who are feminine, a bunch of women who don't know how to be masculine. And so when you're raised around that 24/7, that's your product. I'm not gonna say the word. We already know. Alphabet community, they play both sides. You get what I'm saying? But when the father pulled up, I just seen you can see the pain behind a lot of people's smiles. And like I seen that like as a man, like I just seen the look of desperation, of the look of shame, the look of failure. You get what I'm saying? Like that's the vibe I gave off. And so when you're choosing to, just to reel it back in, because that was just like, I wanted to branch and like kind of tell that situation, but when you're seeking, when you're seeking more from someone than you have yourself, you're doing yourself a great disservice, because relationships are based on value exchanges. I give you this, in return you get this. And it's like that. People get married, people bring whatever they do to the table in some way, shape, or form. And if you're in a long relationship or a happy marriage, there's a value exchange. There's a value exchange. It may not be strictly resources, but it's time. It's how you make the people feel. It's, to some people it's children. To some people it's lifelong commitment. To some people, I feel, well, certain females, well, most females, I believe it's being a help me, being a real partner, like knowing that we could fast track our family or our lifestyles to a completely different tax bracket if we come together and unify as one. But society has kind of conditioned all of us to operate in a man's versus woman's perspective, and on it's just kind of turning everybody against each other, which is why we're seeing the statistics that are at an all-time high in regards to breakups, divorce, single-parent households, the debt the United States of America is in due to the government incentivizing single-parent family homes because the woman will be rewarded financially for it, and guys are just left out here to pick up the scraps and forced to work their W-2s, because if they make less, 9 times out of 10 the child support won't get decreased, but if they work more, 9 times out of 10 their child support obligation will increase. Vetting a woman is probably the most, aside from having a child, but I believe that the person you choose to be with, the person you choose to marry, that's honestly probably one of the most important decisions you will make in your life in every single aspect across the board. And so when you're choosing to rock out with these women, when you're choosing to try and attempt to turn this hoe into a housewife, you really have to understand what comes with it. They say that our future matters and their past matters. That's just how it goes. I can't cuff you. I can't bring you home to mom if you had 20, 30 bodies, or you go out every weekend, or you don't respect men and you're confrontational, and masculine. I'd be doing myself a complete disservice. Honestly, if I really wanted all that, most guys would really just be gay, bro. Like if they really wanted something masculine, if they really wanted a girl who is gonna argue, bicker, fight, not cook for them, don't clean, bro, most guys would just be gay, bro. Like, let's call it a spade a spade. Nowadays, being a flex, doing the very basics is kind of, it's a trophy nowadays, I cook, I clean, I got good head. It's like, but that ain't what guys really want. And I think that whole idea is completely misconstrued as well, because these women are going to these relationships thinking that they know what a man wants, instead of really getting that man in that position to kind of be vulnerable, to actually understand what he wants. Women will take advice from women on how to treat a man, but they won't take advice from a man on how to treat a woman. And I believe that's why we have a lot of the issues that we have right now. But if you're a man and you don't have your resources together, or if you're really in that building phase, really all your teens, all your 20s, if you're not in that situation, bro, I really don't advise dating. I really don't advise getting married. I don't advise being in serious relationships, because that person is just going to be extracting from your time. Most of these girls, they're there to knock you off your pivot. And most of the time, it's just here to validate what I'm about to say. You know for a fact the girl is slowing you down, because you know for a fact you'd be a lot further in life if you weren't taking her serious. If you didn't have to obligate your time to her. You know it's hard to get ahead financially because you have to take her on dates, and she's high maintenance, and she wants to go to these extravagant restaurants and or amusement parks just so y'all can get to know each other. Bro, let me tell you something. If you've never been in a real, genuine relationship, bro, the best relationships you will ever have with a woman is the woman that expects nothing from you. And I'm saying this because you got to listen to the context. Bro, a girl that really wants you don't care about going out dinner dates for a first date, amusement parks, museums, you spending, I don't know, $200-300 on the first date, or there being a 90-day rule. There's none of that. I'm telling you right now, bro. So I see most of these guys. I'm always out with my girl. Like, we always out doing shit, having fun. We real tapped in. Like, we understand. Me and my girl, we understand human psychology and the inner dynamics of relationships. So we be seeing, like, when we out, whether the girls are unhappy with the relationships or whether guys are unhappy with theirs. You can kind of see it, just how they are in public with each other. And when we see these people, we be playing out, oh, he must be taking her on her first date. He real stiff. He look nervous. She look nervous. Why they walking so far? Why she ain't touching? Why ain't holding hands? You get what I'm saying? Why ain't there no level of intimacy? Because she doesn't really like you, bro. It's that simple, bro. I don't really understand how people don't understand this. But the moment you have to spend money on a woman to get her time, attention, bro, it's over with. Just go ahead, chop it, bro. Because I'm telling you right now, the relationships that will be most healthy for you are the ones that you will literally have to do barely nothing for, bro. Now, of course, if you're into the woman and she provides value in her life and there's a certain value exchange, yo, I'm all for doing what good women deserve to get done. Good women deserve to get courted. Good girls deserve to have money spent on them. Good girls deserve to experience experiences and be taken to places that they've never been. Bro, it's the opposite I'm talking about. And this is where being raised by a mom with no man around comes into play. When you're raised by a mom, you're just taught how to treat women. Like, not really treat women, but how women expect to be treated versus from a man, how they need to be treated. You get what I'm saying? Because a single mom can't teach you how to really please a woman. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to say too much, but I'm going to just leave it at that. A single mom really can't teach you how to please a woman. A single mom can't teach you how to be in a happy marriage. A single mom can't teach you how to be a real man. Like, this is real talk. This is real talk. But yeah, me and my girl, like, we always see all these guys like just out here pandering to women, and you kind of see them putting the woman on a pedestal, like as if they don't bring so much to the table. You get what I'm saying? Off rip, if you're talking to a girl and off rip is money, like she's a liability off the rip. She's a liability off the rip. She's immediately extracting for your resources. If you have to spend money to speak with her, to spend time with her, to get to know her. And so this is why, like, it all pairs back to what I was talking about, the topic of this video and originally. If you're broke, you should be celibate. If you're broke and you're not where you want to be, you should absolutely be celibate. You should not be prioritizing women. You should not be pandering to women. You should not be going out trying to meet women, trying to get one off. Because I guarantee you, bro, it's going to be that one time you slip up, bro, and that shit going to cost you 18 years. What you need to be doing your teens, your 20s, is focusing on the skills you need to build. It's focusing on building a strong mind. It's focusing on being resilient. Focus on really being masculine. Focus on making money. Focusing on acquiring credentials that no one can take from you, i.e. a degree, a diploma, a certificate, a trade. You know? You need to be building your character. How you be playing GTA? Everybody start with you start from nowhere, you know what I'm saying? You're just a random guy on the street who just got out of jail. So now you're trying to finesse and make money and build this lifestyle for yourself over a period of months, years, however long you play the game. Same with Call of Duty. You start at level 1, you gotta put in time, hours, days to get the master prestige. It's the same way with life, bro. It's the same exact way with life. It's the same exact way with life. But you can't do that when you have these roadblocks, when you have these people that are in your picture that aren't supposed to be in the position with you right now. Like, you have to prioritize yourself. You have to prioritize the things that need to be done over the things you want to do or you feel like doing. You have to. Because if you don't, you're going to look back 10, 15 years from now, and you're going to have the realization, you're going to have an epiphany of exactly what I'm talking about right now. You're going to finally realize that, dang, if I didn't waste my time with so-and-so in high school, where I'd be here. Dang, if I didn't have this child with this girl, I'd have this much money stacked up because I ain't paying this much a month in child support for 18, 20 years. You know, like, these are things you really need to assess before you choose to take a woman seriously or just choose to talk anyone seriously. Because it all comes full circle at the end. All the decisions you choose to make in your teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, it's all going to come full circle, bro, when you take that last breath. Your life's going to flash before your eyes. Some people say they never going to have regrets, but a lot of people do. It's a lot of things that a lot of us wish we would have did that we never did. So I never believe the whole idea is, oh, I don't have any regrets. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. Because it's the thing that brings us pain is the thing that's going to teach us the most. And if we really could do it all over again, we wouldn't want to experience that pain. But that's really all I wanted to leave all with today. I don't want everybody to be dating broke. At the same time, it's just, I know what comes with giving someone your time and energy when you don't have nothing and them not being appreciative. And this is why I say, bro, girls are hypergamous. And this is why I'm preaching this exact message right here, as in, you shouldn't be dating broke. Because women seek for an upgrade, even if they don't always get it. Women seek for an upgrade. So whoever she is going to cheat on you with, or whoever she chooses to cheat on you with, is going to be better than you. He's going to look better than you. Or she's going to try and find someone who's going to look better than you. She's going to try and find someone who has more money than you. She's going to try and find somebody who fucks her better than you. She's going to try to find somebody who lives in a better place than you. And so this is why I say, bro, just don't date broke, bro. Avoid the heartbreak. Focus on what you need to do. Focus on being that guy she wants to cheat with instead of being that guy she cheats on. Simple. But if y'all like this video, man, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.